Don't go anywhere, because in a moment I want to give you 5 power tips to improve your workflow as a YouTuber or creator. I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I show you the best cameras for creators, YouTube tips, lighting, editing, and so much more. If that sounds interesting to you, subscribe now. Now, the first power tip I want to share you guys is identify what videos are doing best on your channel. Now, the most important thing I want you to think about is view duration. How long are people actually watching your content? It's a very good way to identify, but also look at, comments, feedback you're getting, views, all that sort of jazz, click-through rate, what thumbnails are doing best, experiment with different things, keeping your thumbnails clear and your titles appealing and all that sort of jazz. And as you start to identify what content's doing best, make more of them. Now, a good way, and the second tip I want to share you guys, is a very good way to improve your workflow, and that is make sure you sort your files and folders in the best way to help make the process as easy and make the process as quick as possible, but in a productive way. So, for example, I'll show you a picture now. When I'm doing a project, obviously I've got loads of folders, but within the folder I tend to have like the A roll where the A roll goes, B-roll for sort of extra video to make the video more interesting. Sometimes I've got a separate library for that if I want even more. I usually have a folder that has like the thumbnail in when I'm editing that later, and maybe a folder for the extra cut. Find what works best for you, but if you can figure out a good way to organize your files, your video files and your photos, etc., it just makes this process so much easier. 3. The third power tip I'm sharing with you is plan ahead your content, plan ahead your videos, and work out exactly what the title is going to be before you even do anything. Type it into YouTube, see if other people are actually searching for content. Use things like search on YouTube, search on Google, use Google Trends. That's what I was thinking of, and really plan ahead. Work out the best way to produce your videos in the sense of, are you better with bullet points, are you better with scripts, are you better just going with it? What's the easiest way to always think about how to improve the workflow of your video? So which one makes it easier and faster but more productive for when you make your videos? That's something you want to think about and really plan, like, have you got everything together? Exactly where you're going to film it, what you're filming, where you're going to film it, and all that sort of jazz. It just makes the workflow so much easier. And the fourth power tip that I'm sharing with you guys today is get familiar with your gear, your phone, which, is probably the easiest thing to get familiar with for most of us. But, if you're using a new camera, if you bought a new light, if you've got a new microphone, get familiar with it, the surroundings. How can you make the space where you're recording more efficient? How can you make that part of your workflow? Could you set up a room or a garage or an attic where, you don't have to set up the whole set every single time? That, again, speeds up the process, makes it easier for you guys, and that just makes the whole thing so much more enjoyable. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. If you're not having fun making these videos, it just makes it so much more hard work, and you end up giving up, and that's not what you want. So really think about, the gear you're using, the best way to use it, and if there's any way you can improve it. If you need to watch tutorials, videos on it, take classes on it, do whatever it takes just to make all this so much more easy. My fifth power tip for you guys is something that's massively important, and thank you so much for getting this far in the video. If you're getting value so far, smash the subscribe button and like this video. This power tip is going to absolutely raise the bar on all your content. It sounds simple, but if you don't do this, it will ruin everything and make everything else pointless. And that is, have a goal. It sounds silly, but have a goal for your video, have a goal for your content. Why are you making it? What is the audience? Why are you doing this? Think about how you can improve with each video. What is the purpose of your channel? When you start to ask yourselves the question every time you make a new video, it really makes it feel more professional. It really pushes up your game, and you start to think, yeah, I'm making this for a certain audience, for my viewers. I want to gain more viewers. I want to pull in, you know, more subscribers. I want to get more likes on this video. I've started to identify, like I said earlier, the videos that are doing better. So I'm going to make more of this. You know, once you start to think what the goal and the purpose and the why and the how you're going to do it, it just makes the workflow so much easier, and it makes all of this so much more enjoyable. Just think, what is the purpose? What is the value? What is the goal? And I promise you, it will really up your game. So if you haven't got it so far, enjoy what you're doing. And in a moment, I'm going to show you two end cards. I'm going to give you absolute value. One's going to be on the camera that I think you might find interesting. And also the other card is going to be identify the type of content that you should find interesting that I hope will bring you even more value. I'm Dave from TVR Creators. Thank you so much for watching this content. Have a great day. Enjoy what you do. And you know what? You guys rock.